Hello, everyone. I am Anna Baxter for Southwest Ontario Tourism Corporation, and today we will be sharing with you a new program that we are just about to open. And for that, and to answer all of the questions on the program, we have Jim Hudson, our Executive Director for Southwest Ontario Tourism Corporation. Jim, how are you?
I'm doing great, Anna. Thanks for having me.
We will be sharing today the Safe Opening Southwest Ontario program. And we would like for you to share with us, why was this program developed?
Happy to do that. I think you and everyone knows that our tourism businesses are really hurting. In fact, I just saw some numbers that came out of the Canadian Federation of Independent Business last week that said small and medium businesses in Canada, 1 in 7 of them will not survive the pandemic. And then in our industry, they said 1 in 5. So that's 20% of our tourism operators will not survive. So whatever we can do to help them, I think is good. And what we would like to do is help them, abide by the proper safety and health guidelines, and help them convey to their tourists, their customers, that their operations are very, very safe places, because we know from the research that that's the most important consideration for a tourist and going to a tourism business.
Thank you, Jim. What is the opportunity for our tour operators?
Well, we know a lot of them have sunk a lot of money into safety supplies, and whether that's masks, hand sanitizer, dispensing machines, signs for distancing, plexiglass shields, all that kind of stuff. And some of these costs add up pretty quickly. So, they've already had to reduce their revenue flow because they can't accommodate as many people. Then they've had to add these costs on top. So we would really like to give them an opportunity to recover some of these costs. So we are going to make this program retroactive back to costs that were incurred from April 1st onwards, and up to $1,000 in pre-tax costs. And we will do it first come, first serve. And again, when you really want to think about why it's so important, if you just saw that number the other day that says if the US doesn't reinforce masks more thoroughly, they're going to see an additional 40,000 deaths. We want to do the right thing here.
Absolutely. So who will this program be for, Jim?
So it is for tourism businesses, and that's always a tricky thing to define it, and we'll never make everybody happy with this program. We know that, but we're talking about businesses whose prime customer is a tourist, and most of their revenue comes from tourists visiting their communities. But we're not talking about the big chains or formula-based businesses. We think they're strong enough as large corporations to survive on their own.
So if you're a tourism operator who relies on most of your income, through those direct consumers, how would they have access to this program?
So they're going to access the program through one of 2 intakes. So we're going to do a first intake in mid-September, and another one we're estimating in December. And it's going to be very simple. We don't want to make it complex. These operators are already busy enough. In fact, right now, while they're trying to make their last few dollars in the height of the tourism season, we're not going to bother them. That's why we're going to set September 15th as the first intake date. And it's really just a 1-page form that they need to fill out and submit.
Do we already have a date for that completed form to be submitted on?
Yes, we do. We even have a date and an earliest time. So the magic date is September the 15th. We figure the operators will have a little more time by then. And we will start accepting applications at 10 a.m., first come, first served.
Thank you, Jim. Where would the operators be able to find more information about this program?
Well, if they go to our website, which is swatsea.ca, and there's a page on there labeled Safe Opening, that's the best source of information. If they have a question they don't see answered there, then they can send an email to SOS for Safe Openings Southwest, the SOS@SWATC.ca.
Thank you so much, Jim, for helping us understand this program better. And we do hope to see as many tour operators as possible to submit part of this intake, and we are here for them. And so it was great that this program was designed. Thank you so much, Jim.
And Anna, thank you. You helped pull it together. And I'd like to finish with a thanks to the Ontario government, who has put the funding behind this program and encouraged us to support our operators. Thanks.